Welcome back to the Rack Warehouse. In this video, we are going to demonstrate how to install Landing Pad 24, the mounting hardware specifically for 2016 through 2023 Toyota Tacomas with the double cab that allows you to utilize the factory fixed mounting points on the roof for Yakima Skyline roof systems. Diving right into it, the first step is to remove the weather stripping that runs the length of the roof. If it's cold out like it is in Vermont, a heat gun or hair dryer can soften up the adhesive strips underneath to help speed up the removal process. We have found that the easiest way to remove these strips is to unhook the strip at the back first and then work your way forward. With the weather strip removed, you will find a body-colored painted tape covering up a series of holes. We are going to need to mark these holes to assist us with steps later to come. In the front, we are going to be using the furthest rear hole, so we will lay down a piece of painter's tape and mark it down on the tape with a Sharpie. From your center mark, measure ½ inch on either side and mark this down as well. We will use this later when we have to modify our weather strips. This process is nearly identical for the rear, the only difference is we will be using the further forward positioned hole instead. We will then reinstall our weather strip and transfer our markings onto the strip using more painter's tape. It should look something like this. Once the strip is appropriately marked, go ahead and remove it once again so that we can take it over to the workbench. For this next step, a pair of snips can really help achieve a clean result, but if you don't have any, it can certainly be done with a knife and some patience. Essentially what we are doing is removing the underneath section of the weather strip, but only the parts that are in line with the markings we have made with the masking tape until you have a clean surface cut out. Once that is complete, we will turn our attention back to the truck to install the center punches. We will first use the pointed end to break the body color tape of the hole in line with the original center marking. Then, flip the punch over and thread it into the hole. Repeat this in the rear and reinstall the weather strip once again. With a mallet, tap on the top of the weather strip in the location of the center punches. This will create a dimple underneath that we can use as a marker of where to drill our 3/8 inch holes in the weather strip for the bolts of the landing pads to pass through. With the weather strip prepped, we can now remove any masking tape and the center punches from the truck, and install a healthy dose of the included silicone over top of the holes to help prevent water from entering the cab. With the silicone applied, we can install our weather strip for the final time, assemble our landing pads, and then install them using the supplied bolts and washers. It's important not to over-tighten these bolts. Yakima calls for 1.5 Newton meters of torque, or about hand tight. With the Landing Pad 24 installation complete, you are ready to finish the system with the Yakima Skyline towers and your choice of Yakima load bar, or do something like our customer with the Yakima lock and load platform mounted directly using Skyline towers. We hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions for us on this process or the products used, please leave us a comment below or reach out to us directly using the contact info at the end of this video. Thanks for watching.